this league between Pacific Group and TVSL. Both the sides are including some of the top players playing here in domestic level from both sides. Well, let me take you to the middle for the pitch report, where Nishant is going to give us the news.
Well, this pitch has definitely sprung a lot of surprises. Plenty of runs scored in the last few games. But today, the thing is that it looks a little on the darker side. And that is a cause of concern. If you look at this area here, it's a very barren area and it looks pretty dark. If I touch it, it doesn't feel as cold. So it might give you an impression that it is a little on the moist side, but there is hardly any moisture. Now, if you go a little further, that's the area which has got a lot of grass, and that is mostly going to be the area where the bowlers would want to bowl, because this barren area, if the batsman is batting here, or say a step outside the crease is batting here, then this is very full. This is extremely full. So it will be interesting to see when the bowlers are bowling from the Bukhatir end, what lengths do they use. But all in all, once again, I would say win the toss, bat first. That has been the way to be in this tournament.
Well, this was the pitch report for you. As per Nishant, the pitch looks good and we expect a lot of runs here. Let me take you to the middle, where again Nishant is there with the two captains, and let's find out who wins the toss and what he does.
Three teams that are unbeaten in this group, two of them going against each other tonight. It's going to be Pacific Group taking on the Vision Shipping in this important encounter. And we have with us the match referee, Mr. Tahseen Javed. We have the stand-in captains for both the sides. For Pacific, we've got Hamdan, and for Vision Shipping, we've got Ali Abid. Hamdan will spin, Ali Abid will con. Heads is the call. It's a tail. Hamdan, if you can step forward for a quick chat, what would you like to do?
We're looking to field first.
What is the thought behind that?
I'm sure there are senior players sitting by. They've thought something with their clear mind, so that's what they've decided. So yeah, we're going to restrict them and then chase it down.
Chasing has not been easy in the last few days. Big scores have been scored. So what have you thought about how are you going to restrict Vision Shipping?
We've played 3 matches and we've bowled well in all 3 games. So it doesn't matter we bowl first and bowl second, but then we've been very decent with our bowling. So it doesn't matter for us. We just have to bowl well and then chase it down. We've got the batting lineup to chase any total.
Any changes in your side?
For sure, it will be shown in the list.
Okay, good luck for the game.
Thank you.
Well, happy to bat first?
Yeah, it's okay. Actually, if we won the toss, we have to bowl first, because if we can get them early wickets, so we can win. So inshallah, now we have batting. We will try to make 181, 200. So we will defend.
Yes, both the teams are unbeaten, so that must be feeling very confident.
Yeah, we are confident because we are winning a couple of matches, and we have our batsmen are very good in form. So we will try to win this match.
Okay, and any changes in your side?
Now we have same team.
Good luck for the game.
Thank you.
That's the news from the centre then. Of course, what has happened here is Pacific Group has won the toss and they've elected to bowl first.
Well, this was the toss for you, where Pacific Group captain Jiju has won the toss and he has elected to field first. And these are the teams for you. Pacific Group consists of Jiju Jonathan, captain, Hamdan Tahir, Ayan Khan, Abe Jotan, Akif Raja, Ans Tandun, Fahad Nawaz, Fayaz Ahmed, Irfanullah Khan, Muhammad Wasim, Mujahid Amin. Muhammad Wasim is one of the players to watch out. Vision Shipping, as we know, Saqib Mahmood is the captain, Jawad Ghani, Ali Abid, Fayaz Ahmed, Muhammad Nadeem, Muhammad Rohit, Nasif Faraz, Sajad Marouk, Salman Khan, Ubaidullah Muhammad, and Umar Arshad. Pacific Group won the toss and they have elected field. Well, we will take a little short break and we will catch you a little later with the live actions. Welcome back, everybody, here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. This is CBFS T20 League 2022. A character of the match is going to happen tonight between Pacific Group and Vision Shipping, one of the best sides competing in this tournament. Consists of a lot of big stars players. And joining me in the com box, another commentator stars, Azhar. Welcome, Azhar, in the com box.
Thank you, sir. How you doing? Beautiful evening today. The temperatures are settling down, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Both teams equally poised in the tournament. Both have a great chance of clenching a victory. It all depends on how they handle pressure, how they handle the power play. It'll be quite interesting to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Both the teams are very strong, especially talking about Pacific Group. Mohammad Wasim, who used to play earlier for Brother Guess, he has joined this particular team, and he is one of the players to watch out. As of now, he will be doing fielding, though. On the other side, in Vision Shipping, a lot of stars, batters from their side. Ali Abid is one of them. Nasser is another one. Ubaidullah, Muhammad Nadeem, Jawad Ghani, and indeed the Saqib on top. It's going to be very interesting. And interesting decision taken by the captain of Pacific Group. He opted to field first. You have commented in some of the games. What's your take on this?
Well, we just saw Nishant's pitch reports. In my view, I don't think the pitch is going to change too much. The dew factor may not. We just have to wait and watch. But then getting a score, getting them under 150, 160 runs, I think Pacific Group will be quite happy with that. I think that's their tactic, that's their plan. Put them under pressure and get some early wickets and try to restrict that score. If they manage to do that, they do have a game on their hands. Whereas, I would say, if I was the captain, I would have probably taken batting first. It is a great track to start off with. You can put up some good score in the first innings, try to get that 180, 190 run mark. It's quite possible, considering the pitch and the conditions that are there tonight. And you just have to wait and watch. It all depends on how the batsmen hold their nerve. They're able to get that good start and maintain the momentum in the middle overs. I think we're looking at a score of 180 plus today, Nadeem.
Well, that will be very good score. So let's start over here. The first ball is going to bowled by the bowler. A good in-swinging delivery first up.
There's a good movement there. I think the batsman did not expect that kind of a movement, but that was well directed, Irfan, and if he manages to control it, these are dangerous deliveries for the batsman to manage.
Irfan started bowling from Sharjah Cricket Academy and first up in-swinger to Saqib Mahmood. And we all know in the com box, Saqib always remained little hesitant if the ball pitched towards his body.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it's a good direction from the captain here to start off with, Irfan. We'd have to just wait and watch how it pans through. And that's gone! There you go. Irfan strikes the very second ball of the match.
Well, very poor shot coming up from Saqib. Ball was swinging in and he just played a cross-batted shot. Really nothing a shot at the end, but Irfan will take it. Vision Shipping lost their first wicket. Saqib Mahmood goes without disturbing the scoreboard.
Yes, indeed. I think it was more like some sort of a blind hit. He did not really plan. He just premeditated that shot. Not really required in the very first stages of the game, but a costly wicket for TBS. And the score is now none for one. There it is, none for one. Dream start this for Pacific Group. Wicket in the very second ball of the match. Pressure right back at TBS. Irfan will continue. Oh, there's a mix-up chance. Direct hit might have been close, but I think Salman made ground regardless.
I think wise call from Nadeem. Send Salman back. This game has just started. No need to be in hurry to take those risky singles. Well, this is the kind of pressure, you know, when you lost early wicket, like the way they lost the wicket, and that pressure get exerted on you. But we have got two top batters for Vision Shipping. Malik Nadeem, usually we call him Muhammad Nadeem, and on the other side it's Salman. Nadeem is facing Irfan.
And that's beautifully glanced. Finds the fielder anyway, but will get 2 runs. Yes, that's exactly what you said. Nadeem is all about handling your nerves. Now, we thought the previous delivery, there was really no run. So it seems that what TVS need to do is take some time, calm down a little bit, try to find some momentum, and then try to accelerate the innings. They have a great batting lineup. The field is it's a really good outfield today. If they just settle themselves in, they might be able to get back on the game.
Definitely. They bat deep, Vision Shipping. They bat deep till the end. And meanwhile, well, he's getting swing, but direction is an issue. This time it is a wide delivery bowled by Irfan. Well, with the kind of swing which he's getting, if he bowls at the right line, he can be very dangerous.
And I think one thing Irfan probably needs to look at is not to be predictable, because if you see all the deliveries so far, they were of similar length. If he tries to vary it a little bit, keeps the batsman guessing, and there might be opportunities for him. Now we see that deep square leg has gone to the boundary, so we can expect a short delivery here, hoping for Nadeem to hook it, find the fielder.
That's exactly what, Azhar, you were talking about. This time he tried to bowl the outswinger, and a good one too. Now this will create a lot of doubts in the mind of Nadeem. The first 2 deliveries that he faced, those were in-swingers, and this time he bowled an outswinger. Good bowling coming up from Irfan.
Yes, smart bowling. Also, they have that slip in place, so it's definitely smart bowling. Keep the batsman guessing. If he gets his length right, try to have the batsman to drive. A lot of opportunities can be created. They do have the short covers at catching. They have a slip. They have a gully, a point, and of course the mid-off and mid-on.
Good delivery again, drifting down the leg side. Out of being optimistic and appeal, but he knew it will not be given out. So first over completed, and Vision Shipping have scored 3 while losing a crucial wicket of Salman.
Three for 1, and Akif will be continuing from the Bukhatir end. Right arm over the wickets, and well left by Salman.
Salman is a very decent player. I have seen him batting time to time, and he is one of those batters who plays his cricket properly, plays proper shots, and doesn't care really whether it is power play or he is playing after the power play. He will play his shots as per the merit.
Yes, indeed, and that's exactly what they require. They have a good balance between Salman, who will just rotate the innings. That's the one you were talking about. Beautifully driven, but the timing not too right on that occasion, but gets a single for his team. So yes, if they are able to, this is a great balance that they have. Nadeem is back on strike. Nadeem can play the big shots, but they have lost a wicket, mind you, so they wouldn't want to lose momentum in the second over of the match. Nadeem might still want to set ground, try to get his momentum going, and pick his bowlers and then go for the big shots.
Definitely, Akif to Nadeem. Good first delivery. Tossed it up. Really, he's getting the movement, so it's a good deploy to bowl a little closer to the batter. Let the ball swing. And nicely played by Nadeem as well. So they are a little cautious earlier on, and rightly so. They lost a wicket.
Yes, and that was some sort of an attempted Yorker. But he fell short just by an inch or two. But well spotted by Nadeem. This is pulled. Can this find the boundary? Yes, it does. First boundary comes for TVS.
Beautiful shot, a little shot, and Salman was up to it. A kind of Ricky Ponting pull shot. And he will get the first boundary. Now this will give a lot of confidence to Salman and VN Shipping. They are moving on to 9 for the loss of 1 after 1.4 overs.
And that's such elegance. If you look at it, he picked it up way outside off stump, and as a consequence of that shot, they have removed the first slip and moved him to short mid-wicket. There's an appeal here. Beautiful throw this, and could be tight. Direct throw. This is tight. This is tight. No, he makes ground.
Oh, yeah, just in. Well, good cricket all-round, Azhar. First of all, good backfoot punch, and then brilliantly fielded by the fielder. And also the throw was very good. And on the other hand, Salman made sure that he has grounded the bat on time, and he was bending down. So it's a good coaching lesson really for the youngsters, that how you should approach to the crease when you are in danger of getting run out.
Yes, absolutely spot on. It's the right way to complete a run. Oh, that's an inside edge. On another day, that might well have found its way to the stumps. Lucky a little bit, Nadeem, on this occasion. And 2 overs completed. The score's 10 for 1. So Irfan will continue. Excellent first over, just 3 runs off it, and a crucial wicket taken. Great in-swinging deliveries he can create, and even the straight ones as well.
Well, he started with the little outswinger, and Salman played defensively, just checking the swing, checking the bowler. They have got time. Both these batters have got plenty of strokes in their bat. Salman has just scored 100 in the previous game that VN Shipping has played here in Sharjah Stadium. So he can make 100 in 20 overs games.
And you can see that in his stance and his confidence. He's going after the bowler, not just trying to be too defensive. The usual, of course, as you said, the textbook shots, he's absolutely brilliant at that, but he still can hit the ball a long way, and this is gone. Flicked on the leg side, another boundary for TVS.
Well, he was trying to bowl in swinger. Good delivery. Salman, I think that, I should say, did not play that convincingly. A thick inside edge, but he will get a boundary on it. Good bowling by Irfan. The only problem that he is struggling to pitch that end swinger on the right line.
Yes, absolutely. He needs to get it the same way, to the same line that he took off his first wicket. And a little bit of a hint. I think a lot of batsmen these days, they are quite impressed by Sky, you know, playing in that area. That's the one missing his line again.
Look at that again, drifting down the leg side. That's the issue. I mean, I have seen, Wasim Akram talking in a video clip that when he bowls with the new ball, soon after bowling couple of deliveries, he find out that how much swing he is getting and what should be his line and length to tackle that swing. So that's a sign of the bowler that who is getting the swing. He is definitely, Irfan is getting the swing, but he is wasting those end deliveries while, going to the leg side. And this time, good
It's
delivery.
a good shot. This is a good shot. Might have clipped the inside edge. We have to wait for the umpire's signal. Calls it a leg bye. I think that was right on the money. Quite close, Nadeem. I think the batsman quite lucky there.
Definitely, Azhar, we thought it's maybe going little leg side-ish again, but it was a very close call, and I should say that Salman must consider himself very lucky because this was right in front of the stump, and he did not get too much movement in that particular delivery.
Yes, indeed. Well, you see where you adjust the line a little bit, and then batsman gets cramped to play freely, like this one and the previous one as well. So a good comeback, this I must say, by Irfan. Maybe he heard you right from the commentary box and adjusted himself quite well.
He's a fast bowler, and I too was a fast bowler in my playing days. So, the fast bowlers do have a particular mindset, especially if you are able to swing the ball. It is one of the quality of the bowler that how soon you get adjust to the environment. So, last two deliveries are superb. I mean, the line has been superb.
This is a bit shorter, but I think Nadeem was a bit surprised with that length. He was probably expecting a little bit more fuller delivery, which Irfan has been consistently putting at him. And I think he's bowling intelligently. Of course, he missed his line a couple of times, but then if you look at it, 3 overs, they have contained the batsman except for the couple of boundaries, especially contained Nadeem, which is not easy. So I would think that Irfan is doing quite well in the power play so far. 1.5 overs, 9 for 1. I think that's a great start.
Definitely. So far, very good bowling. And this time another good delivery, but nicely flicked away on the leg side. There is a fielder in place. It will just be a single. And with this, 3 overs completed for TVSL, and they have scored 18 for the loss of 1.
Akif continues, and a dot ball to his name. It is the 4th over of this match, the league match between Vision Shipping and Pacific Group. Vision Shipping put out to bat by Pacific Group, who won the toss, and what looked like a pretty good track. We can see a lot of movement, and we might start to think that maybe the captain must have made his decision spot on.
This time, little closer to the bat and beautifully driven, but straight to the fielder over there. Another dot delivery. So both the bowlers are doing good so far in this power play. They are getting movement and they are pitching the ball at the right line and length.
So I think Salman needs to not go for the blind hits, keep his cool, his composure, and try to find momentum in the innings. Nadeem has been struggling a little bit on the other end. If they get their timing in order, things will be better off. This is pulled. There is cover right at the deep, and that will only be a single, and gives Nadeem back on strike.
Now this will be interesting, that how long Nadeem is going to stay calm and cool over there. This is something against his nature, and I think Azhar, in this particular delivery, something is going to happen.
He's going to go for it. That's what I feel too. There you go, but he doesn't connect. You can see the frustration there. He's not able to time the ball as sweetly as he wanted to. So he's trying to make up for the lost strike rate, something which is too dangerous for the team.
So Azhar, you must appreciate me, how well I have read the mind of Nadeem.
Absolutely. But I think he's...
Maybe we got the same names.
yes, maybe. But I think he needs to be a bit careful here, though.
He is a very powerful and very dangerous batter. Whenever, he plays for Vision Shipping, opponent team definitely does some homework, specifically against Nadeem. And this time, good delivery. Nadeem was not expecting that delivery will come to his pads. 2 dot deliveries.
I think he's playing or attempting big shots for no runs. So it's been last 2 deliveries, and if you look at the scoring rate of Vision Shipping so far, Salman has been on point, but Nadeem is finding that little bit of a struggle. It's expected, especially when you lose a wicket of the very second ball of the match.
A dot ball to end the over. 4 overs completed. TVSL have scored 19 for the loss of 1. Little slow start for TVSL.
Irfan will continue, and why not? Because he has bowled beautifully in his first 2 overs. They have created pressure, and it's just a matter of time that either the bowler or the batsman is going to go at it.
Quality bowling coming up so far from Pacific Group. Both the bowlers are getting the swing and they're bowling at the right line and length, and made these 2 batters struggled so far. 5th over coming up, and this time played cross the line.
Shot.
Huge appeal for the leg before, not given by the umpire. Irfan is not happy. We got to see the reply, Azhar.
Yeah, I think it was very close, but I think height might be a factor here. But otherwise, or probably even missing the off stump, but a really good shout regardless. And this is the interesting thing about Irfan, is that he can control the swing so well. This one did not move either ways, and he has that ability, so it's not that easy for the batsman to pick it up.
Well, we are seeing the frustration already on the batters. This was really a cross-batted shot. We don't see Salman usually play those shots. A close shout. Now Nadeem facing Irfan, and he goes straight but couldn't time it well. Pressure building up on Nadeem. TVSL is going very slow with the run rate of just 4.8 in this power play. This is T20 game. Nadeem so far scored 4 runs, have faced 12 deliveries. Very unusual for him.
I think he's playing a bit too late. If you've noticed some of the shots that he's played, he's probably not able to gauge the pace as much as he would have wanted. So I think he needs to take his time. Not too long. He's already taken a lot of deliveries. There you go. That's lofted. And finds his first boundary. Nadeem, finally, a little bit of pressure taken off his shoulders.
This will give him a lot of confidence. Good shot coming up from his side. Short delivery. And that too in swinging towards Nadeem. And this time he was up to it. Came faster on the ball, as you said that he was a little slow earlier on. And he has got a boundary. Now this will give him a lot of confidence.
I think he's beginning to gauge the pitch. It's kidding a little bit, for sure, there's no doubt. If he's managed to do that, he might be able to just find the middle of the bat from now on. Smartly played, single taken.
Very nicely played by Nadeem. This is the test of the character of the batter, that you hit a boundary and what you are going to do on the next ball. And this was attempted outswinger by the bowler, and Nadeem did well to take a single. Had he gone for the same kind of shot, I'm sure that this could have been, a little risky for him.
Yes, indeed. And I think maybe he rushed into things a little bit earlier. If he had just tried to settle himself and take the few singles and then try to gauge the pitch, the bounce, the swing, he might be having a better strike rate right now. And this is beautifully driven. Will find itself to the boundary. Textbook shot.
Gorgeous shot. Look at that. It was pitched up and beautifully driven. Are we watching Virat Kohli or Babar Azam? What a nice shot. So far, shot of the night, Azhar, for me.
No doubt. And also Irfan trying to put in too much pace into that ball. I think he needs to just stick to his basics, what he's done so well so far. If he manages to continue bowling those in-swingers, the odd out-swinger, keep the batsman guessing, get his line right, most importantly, it won't be that easy to dispatch, but beautifully played by Salman, no doubt.
This time nicely flicked, and he will find another boundary this time. On the leg side, again he misses the line, drifting down the leg. And all what Salman needed to do just to give it a direction. Beautiful shot. Another boundary added to the score.
The momentum now shifting to TVS. This over has been good so far. And after the end of 5 overs, the score is 33 for 1. First bowling change and spin into the attack. The young Ayan played for UAE. Definitely one of the spearheads of TVS. It'll be interesting to see how Nadeem, who's a good player of spin, will take on Ayan.
And Nadeem does well what he usually do. Didn't time it well. And very poor running between the fielding. What, Salman, you are doing? You are a quality player, really. You don't expect that. It was easy 2 singles.
Yeah, there was minimum 2 there. I'm not sure. Maybe they expected the ball to reach the boundary. It did go very high, bounced off, and the pace left the ball, did not reach till the boundary. But yes, that was 1 run lost there. And Ayan finds his length now. and glanced on the leg side. Single to Salman.
Well, Ayan to Nadeem. Nadeem goes to his favorite area, and this will go for a maximum. Powerful shot for 6 runs by Nadeem.
And lucky for the fielders, the ball hit the roof and came back into the ground. What a shot.
Well, the moment spinner comes, Nadeem eyes become bigger and his bat starts talking. And this time he hammered it. One bounce, another boundary toward the deep extra cover position.
And with a run rate, they were going at under 5 per over consistently till the 4th over. TVS now finding momentum. Close to 8 runs per over, and what looked like a pretty ordinary start looks quite set now.
Well, as we were talking about, both these batters have got plenty of strokes under their belt. They know how to score big. It was all the matter. And this time, Nadeem hammers it again. Another 6. What a costly over coming up. And Nadeem, all of a sudden, started looking very dangerous. 26 on 18.
Yeah, well, he was 9 of 15, or 9 of 14 rather. So you can imagine the amount of boundaries that came off the last few deliveries, upping his strike rate to almost 150. The power play completes a very entertaining and a dramatic one so far. At the end of 6 overs, the score is 51. The highlights, striking early there, but then finding momentum. TDS, few shots, beautifully executed full shots. That powered by, that was a shot. It was definitely the shot of the match. And then it has all been Nadeem swinging his arm, taking use of the offside field, which had all their fielders inside the 30-yard circle. Finishing well. Captain Jiju is into the attack now. Glances it on the offside for a single.
Jiju has brought himself into the attack from Sharjah Cricket Academy end, and he's bowling 7th over. He has got protection, long off, long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, and sweeper in place. Now it will be interesting how Nadeem plays him.
That's a typical T20 field. Just glanced it on the offside, cut well. Finding his timing quite well now that the pace bowlers are out of the picture. Jiju definitely can get the ball to move around as well, even in the later overs of the innings, so that is definitely something to his credit. He will need to watch out more for Nadeem, but again, the pace at which Nadeem has picked up in the last few overs, it's definitely going to be something that might concern Pacific Group.
Definitely. And meanwhile, Salman plays a good shot, but there is a fielder in place. So far, Jiju has started well. He's bowling as per his fielding, not allowing really unnecessary varieties, just sticking to the basic, and it's working well for him, especially considering the last over where I think 3 sixes were hit by Nadeem, and in that over, it was 20 plus runs were scored by Vision Shipping.
Yes, indeed. Jiju desperately looking for wickets. A little bit pitched up. Well, the ball was in the air for some time, but just drifted towards long off for a single.
Good batting by Nadeem. He is playing sensibly tonight here, not going for unnecessary shots. And Jiju has given just 4 runs in his 4 deliveries. For this game, he will be bowling to Salman.
Surya Kumar special there, and he has dispatched that almost as good as him. What a shot.
Well, seeing Surya Kumar Yadav playing in the World Cup, these shots are definitely on. Look at that, the confidence of the batter. He picked it up and played that sweep kind of shot against this medium pacer for a maximum. Beautiful shot.
These are easy to watch, and you might think, hey, you know what, I might also be able to pull it off, but it takes so much effort. You need to get your timing on spot. You need to get the middle of the bat, and that ball was almost, this is a good shout, this is a good shout, and he's given.
Very good. Look at that slower one, and I think that it was plumb, I should say. I mean, we got to see again, but I think it was, quite clear, Azhar. What you will say?
I think he took off the pace from the ball, no doubt. But the important thing was Jiju managed to get it right in terms of the line and both the length is concerned. Salman beaten for pace a little bit, but a good cameo. 29 of 20 deliveries, a good start given for his team, and at the end of 7 overs, the score is 61 for 2. Seven overs, 61 for 2. Mujahid Amin, the left arm orthodox, comes into the attack. And time for spin with Ayan taken off. The left-handed orthodox, definitely one of the better picks of the bowlers for Pacific Group. Has a lot of tricks in his pocket, can get the ball to skid, can turn. A lot of variations possible from Mujahid. And a change in voice. It will be Nishant back in the commentary box.
Yes, thank you very much, Azhar. And Mujahid can be very dangerous.
That's the important wicket of Salman, very, very, very crucial to the progress of Pacific Group's plan to probably contain TVS to that 150, 160 mark. But I can tell you, as long as Nadeem is there, he's going to play shots like this. There's an opportunity taken. Nadeem falls prey to that extra cover fielder.
Yes, going for that big shot there, looking to clear the fielder and taking that risk which doesn't pay off. So Mujahid strikes in his very first over.
Yes, indeed, another crucial wicket for TVS. They have lost Nadeem, who plays very well against spin. A beautiful innings regardless. He started off slow. He struggled a bit. Scoring 28 of 21. The score for TVS is now 61 for 2. Fayaz Ahmed is the new batsman in, and TVS in a little bit of a soup because they've got two batsmen in the crease, each of which have not faced a delivery yet. Mujahid doing what he does best. Left-handed, right-handed combination. And it'll be interesting to see how both Abid and Fayaz will approach the innings now. They need to get themselves in. The scoring rate can definitely be expected to go down a bit now. They're still at about 8.3 runs per over.
Yes, they're going on at 8.3 and over, but both Fayaz and Abid are more than capable of taking it up. And Fayaz slog sweeps and straight to the fielder. This is absolute harakiri going on here.
Yes, indeed. Wicket number 4 falls, and Fayaz falls prey to the beautifully executed plan of Mujahid. He knew what he was bowling. He knew where the fielder was. He had an idea about Fayaz's intention, and a rather, I would say, immature shot, unfortunately for Fayaz. And TVS now in a little bit of trouble. 61 for 4 after 7.4 overs. Wicket number 4 falls for TVS, and that brings Nasir Faraz, the right-handed batsman, into the attack. He would have probably not expected to come in this early, especially after how the power play ended. 6 overs, they were 51 for 1, and now in just 1.4 overs they have lost 3 wickets. A no ball called, would you believe it?
Well, Mujahid does tend to turn the ball, yes, but he also tends to overstep a bit.
I think it was a bit harsh there from the umpire. Looked like quite clean to me from this angle. But regardless, the call has been made, and this is an opportunity for Faraz to get his shot on.
Well, I think it probably would have been no ball for some other reason otherwise. Free hit there, hit away towards the fielder in the deep.
Yeah, no timing. And good length this by Mujahid. What a dream start for him. 2 wickets in the very first over. Getting the crucial wicket of Nadeem, followed by the left-hander. Pressure right back at TVS right now. Over number 8 ends and the score 63 for 4. Jiju is back into the attack, got the crucial wicket of Salman, and he will be continuing things for Pacific Group.
Yes, on strike is going to be Nasir Faraz. Nicely played there, opening the face of the blade. They'll come back for two, looking for the third here. And they get it.
Yes, the throw was a bit too high for the keeper, but well run. Not easy to get 3 runs, especially at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Good effort. This shows the intent, shows the hunger to score runs for the team, to get back into the game, especially after 4 wickets have fallen down in quick succession, the last 3 of them.
Pushed away this time, straight to the fielder. Another dot ball.
And the last thing what TVS wants at this time or at this point is a run out or another wicket. They don't need to rush things off. We've seen that early on from Nadeem as well, who was just beginning to find some momentum, scoring those big runs off Ayan, but then succumbing to the experienced Mujahid.
Easily played towards long off this time. Single taken. Nasir Faraz is again someone who is very good, very talented.
It's a tricky situation for TVS now. They need to definitely keep their wickets. They need to make sure that they don't lose another wicket for another 5 overs at least, and get 30-35 runs minimum. At the same time, this is well struck, finds the gap, will not go to the boundary, couple of runs taken.
Yes, good running between the wickets there. 2 more added to the tally with that couple. 69 for the loss of 4 wickets. Jiju slightly expensive in his first over, but picked up
As
a
that,
wicket.
yeah, that crucial wicket, Nishant. He did hit 100 in his previous match, no doubt. So he was just getting himself settled there, Salman, but missing out. Pushed towards long on for a single. Doing the right thing, these two, Abid and Faraz, they have to settle themselves in. And their scoring rate is not too bad. It's about 8 runs per over, the current run rate. If they're able to manage that up to the 15th over and then accelerate from there, they might be able to still score that 170, 175 run mark, which for them at this point, they will be really happy if they manage to do it. Well stopped by the keeper. That's the end of over number 9. The score 70 for 4. $70 for 4, 9 overs. You are live at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. The match between TVS and Pacific Group. Pacific Group winning the toss, sending TVS to bat first. And with shots like these, it will run to the boundary.
Yes, Nasir Faraz, as I mentioned, is someone who is a very busy cricketer. He likes to play to the field. He likes to play to the situation.
There's a tad shot there. Taken advantage on this occasion. Nasir Faraz doing a great job dissecting that gap. Not easy to play them. This is again cut and cut well. Will find its way to the boundary. Consecutive boundaries for Nasir Faraz.
Very good stop. Very good shot, beg your pardon. Nicely struck there off the back foot there. And deliberately making sure that he hits it behind square.
Yes, that's 2 deliveries, 2 boundaries. Mujahid will be in a little bit of pressure, something that he can manage quite well. Both these shots have been, because he missed his length a little bit, I think if he bowls a little bit more fuller, this one's skidding a little bit in, did not turn as much as Nasir would have expected it to.
Yes, Nasir is keeping it quite tidy at the moment, making sure that he keeps the fielders on the toes. Another single taken.
They have a slip fielder and he needs to produce similar length deliveries, try to force the batsman to drive, get a little bit more turn, or at least oscillate between the level of turn that he can get. Oh, well fielded there. Well covered by Tandon. That was struck hard. Momentum shifting a little bit towards TVS. They've recovered well while keeping the run rate the same as they were going at, 8 runs per over. 10 overs have been bowled and the score is 80 for 4. Ten overs gone, halfway stage. TVS can consider themselves finding a little bit of momentum. They have recovered every time they've lost a wicket, going at a consistent scoring rate of 8 runs per over. And that's exactly, we were speaking about it a while back. 120 runs in 15 overs. They might be able to push past 170.
Yes, you generally start thinking that we'll double the score at around the 12 over mark. Ah, very well bowled, appeal, and the finger goes up.
Jiju strikes again, a similar delivery where he bowled to Salman. This one pitching on the middle stump. Might as well found its way towards the leg stump with that in-swinger, or rather an off-cutter. Ali Abid departs. Wicket number 5 falls for TVS. And the score is 80 for 5. Wicket number 5, and we were just talking about this, Nishant, a while earlier. Every time they lost wicket, they found momentum, but not on this occasion. Abid departed 2 of 6 deliveries. And now it's up to Nasir Faraz, who seems to be finding some touch, and Obed to see if they can steer the innings to get to the target score that they would have hoped for.
Yes, 170, 180 is what they were looking at. Ubaidullah is the new man in.
Might be a little bit more, that's pitched high, could be called a wide, yes it is. A 170 to 180 run mark is going to be not easy from here. They have lost 5 wickets. Of course, they can do it quite comfortably if they manage to keep their wickets for another 5 overs at least, build up a partnership. I think Ubaidullah needs to just find his game here, not play too many risky shots, build a partnership for his team. There's that slower delivery, but missed out on the line this time by Jiju. Cut away for a couple of runs.
Nasir Faraz, another dimension of his batting is that he will run quickly between wickets. He will ensure that runs keep coming. Everybody is on the toes.
Yes, indeed. Oh, missed out on the keeper. This will be Bai's hit on the thigh there. Some movement, a quicker delivery by Jiju.
So 84 for the loss of 5 wickets right now.
I think their scoring rate is still okay as of now, Nishant. I think they can still try, and I mean they don't need to push towards too much of runs. If they just middle the ball around, get those singles going for the next couple of overs, see if they can accelerate. But mind you, they still have Ayan, of course, 3 overs left of him. Mujahid has another 2 overs. Those are not easy to play.
Yes, those are the overs that they'll have to watch out for. But then if you start calculating those overs, then what are the overs where you score runs?
Yeah, there's no doubt. That's true. Jiju has bowled beautifully so far. And this is hit in the air. If there was a mid-off, that could have well found its way to the fielder. But just a single on this occasion. Ubaidullah goes off strike.
So Nasir Faraz's role here will be to bat 20 overs is what I strongly feel. He'll be looking forward to doing that.
He's gone well so far. His scoring rate is quite good. Strike rate of around that 150. Jiju again attempting that ball, which has given him 2 wickets, but just a single on this occasion. 11 overs bowled, 87 for 5. Mujahid comes back into the attack. Was a bit expensive in his last over, 10 runs off it. Faraz will face him. think that's one of the things that Mujahid might be eyeing over here, because every delivery that he's bowled, Faraz has created room for himself and tried to push it to the offside. It's okay as long as he gets the runs going, but it's more like a hit or miss situation. If he misses, it's going to find his way to the stump.
Very well bowled. Ubaid shuffling across completely. I think Ubaid here is thinking about playing him on the onside.
And this is what I love about the thinking of Pacific Group. Immediately, a slip comes into place. With the amount of turn that he's getting, there's every opportunity that the ball might find its way to the fielder. This is up in the air. Fielder coming under it. Taken. In the end, looked a little too easy for Wasim, but one of the finest catches of this match.
Yes, he pouched that very comfortably on that occasion. Ubaidullah looking to go for that slog across the line. I was wondering why is he trying to hit on the onside, because that's the longer boundary and there are three fielders patrolling the boundary as well. But he departs. Caught Wasim, bowled Mujahid. 3 wickets for Mujahid here.
Yes, indeed, wicket number 6. The score is now 88 for 6 after 11.3. Jawad Ghani comes in to bat for TVS in what can be called as a difficult situation that they are in right now. 6 wickets down in just the 12th over. Has the look of Moeen Ali, I would say, Nishant.
Yes.
Very close, almost a clone.
And I feel that he is someone who bats like a right-handed Moeen Ali as well.
Oh, the question being asked, did Ghani take his feet off that very second and smartly kept there by Hamdan Tahir? This is very close, Nishant, really close, but I think he might have just made ground there. The foot needs to still, part of the foot still needs to be inside the line.
Well, looks like he survived.
Very lucky, I must say. Really, really, really lucky. That almost looked like out to me. Part of the foot has to be inside that line, and I think Ghani can consider himself lucky here.
That is close. Umpire says no.
Maybe the bounce, Nishant, but Ghani survives once again. Very good shout. Might have clipped the off stump or may not have based on the length. That's over number 12. That's concluded. The score is 88 for 6. .88 for 6, and Ayan, who was hammered in his first over, is now back into the attack. He's a fine bowler, mind you. He had to bowl within the power play. Faraz will face him.
It's 19 of 13 for Faraz. Well bowled. Very, very tidy line there from Ayan.
It's so interesting and quite accepting, or proud of the fact that such a young cricketer had made it to the UAE national team, has all the capabilities and all the talent for sure.
Now Jawad Ghani punching it down the ground for a comfortable single.
I think with Jawad, the better approach, I think with Ayan also should try to probably bowl that flighted delivery, turn it a little bit, maybe keep that slip in place if he's able to get that extra turn. Jawad has definitely struggled with Mujahid.
Nicely bowled again. They're looking for a quick single. Good running between the wickets there. So that's 4 singles of the over so far.
Yes, and what you rightly said, Nishant, the running when Faraz is there, he'll definitely push and push hard. In fact, many times he keeps the non-striker in a little bit of struggle to complete the run. Comes down the track, but not connecting well. Just finds the fielder there, single taken.
Last ball of the over. Jawad Ghani batting on 2 of 5. Coming down the track and hitting it down the ground there. Comfortable single. 13 overs bowled. It's 94 for 6. So Mujahid in his final over. Jawad had a lot of trouble playing him. 2 big appeals of 2 successive deliveries. And again playing a miss from Jawad. I think TVS will be pleased about the fact that it's going to be the last over for Mujahid. Flattish delivery this time, that is pushed off the back foot. Easy single taken. Faraz on strike. Nicely cut, straight to the fielder, looking for a quick single. And he gets there. Over number 4 here for Mujahid, 3 for 15. Fantastic figures if you look at it. He's been absolutely on point. And now he goes for the reverse sweep. Hasn't connected it well, but he will still get 4 runs for it. It wasn't hit all that well, mind you. But he gets the boundary. And that is a much needed boundary. That's 100 up for TVS with that reverse sweep from Jawad Ghani. 2 more to go in this over. Oh, outside edge, just short of the fielder there. That was very close indeed. Joining me in the comm box now is going to be Nadeem. Last ball of Mujahid's spell has been a very good spell.
Thank you, Nishan. Mujahid has definitely bowled a beautiful spell over here. He has already taken 3 wickets and just gave away 19 runs in his 4 over. I think that one of the best bowling attacks so far in this league. In fact, one of the best bowling spell in this league so far. This is the bowling card for you. Irfan bowled 3 overs, gave away 23 runs, taken a wicket. Akif 2 overs, 8 runs, no wicket. Ayan 2 overs, 24 runs, no wicket. Jiju bowled 3 overs and gave away 23 runs and taken 2 very important wickets. And look at that, Mujahid 4 overs, 19 runs, and he has taken 3 wickets. 15 were the dot balls.
Nasir Faraz on strike. Ayan into his 3rd over now. Flattish delivery that has been slapped away through the offside. Should be cut off by the fielder. They'll pick up just a single. That's interesting.
Yeah, just a single. Well, I would say that Pacific Group has done well. The TVSL, they have scored 100 in 14.1 overs. This time officially played, but 2 is the call. And good running between the wicket. Nishan, do you think that this wicket is not that easy to bat on? That's one of the reasons that TVSL, and meanwhile Jawad Ghani has been stumped. Ayan, another left arm bowler, taken this wicket.
Well, looking to go for that shot. I think that was a nothing shot from Ghani. He was just not looking comfortable in the middle there at all. This time skipping down the track, was nowhere in position to play any kind of shot, and he gets out. Absolutely disappointed he will be, I'm pretty sure, with that. But that is the end of Ghani. He departs for 10 of 13, 103 for 7.
Ayan will bowl. Bowling his 3rd over, and he is bowling to Omar. He punches down the ground for another single. Well, still after this 5 overs remaining, good thing for TVSL that they bat down the over. Even their batter coming at number 11 can do the batting. They need to make sure that they utilizes these 5 overs, and meanwhile a slog sweep shot coming up from Nasir. Couldn't connect that inside edge. He will take a single. So 15 overs done for TVSL, and they have scored 105 for the loss of 7. Fahad bowling to Nasir, an outside edge. He wanted to play a cut, not that convincing, but he will get runs. In fact, boundary. Very important boundary coming up for Nasir as well as for TVSL.
Yes, outside edge there. Nasir, not the first time he's got a boundary in that area. Of course, the previous one, he knew what he was doing. This one, well, it was more of a genuine edge, really. Not the best of starts for Fahad. Now, last 5 overs remaining. Can they take the total to 160? Down the leg side this time. That's another wide.
Important over coming up for TVSL. And this time short ball. Played a pull shot, not that convincingly. He will take a single. Well, I think the way wicket is behaving and maybe the quality of the bowlers, it looks a little difficult, not that smooth enough for the batters. And if TVSL can reach out to 150, 160, that should be a good score.
They're looking at 170, 180 at the toss. That looks a little difficult right now. Nicely done. Nicely done. Cuts away off the back foot. There is a fielder in the deep. Can't stop the second run.
Good over coming up for TVSL. A boundary and a couple of singles, and this time they have taken 2 runs. Nasir Faraz is playing on 32 and he has conceded 22 deliveries.
Again down the leg side. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. It's a wide. For a moment I thought maybe there was something that he hit, but no, it was definitely a clear wide.
Second wide of the over. Fahad. And this time good cut shot, but straight to the fielder. Dot delivery. The idea was right. He wanted to play a cut shot somewhere beside the gully fielder. There is no protection at the boundary.
Last ball of the over. Oh, he goes for the big shot, misses it completely. That was a good one from Fahad there. Left arm spinners doing well. They introduced another one. 10 runs coming of it. 115 for 7.
More punches down the ground. He will take a single. Ayan is one of those bowlers who are getting good amount of turn on this wicket. He is also bowling little slow in the air.
Comes down the track, goes down the ground. Fielder in the deep, just a single.
Almost all the batters have struggled to time the ball tonight. And except that 1 over, Nishant, in which they had 3 sixes. I think that was the 6th over, the last over of the power play. Other than that, Pacific group bowlers have done well to restrict the batter. And this time he played a slow sweep shot, and this goes on top of the roof. Omar hit a beautiful 6 over deep mid wicket, much needed 6 for TVSL.
Very nicely struck. Umar there getting into the act. Beautifully struck there.
And this will cause the umpires to take the new ball. Well, we know Omar is a brilliant wicket keeper. And as I was talking about that, TVSL has got batting till the 11th number. Even their batsman coming at number 11 can do the batting. $123 for the loss of 7 after 16.4. Nasir Fraz playing on 33. Umar has just hit a 6 and he is playing on 9. This time ball short, plays cut shot, and this is racing away toward the boundary. Another 4, good over coming up for TVSL. Omar is doing a great job for his team.
Nazar smashed away through the offside there by Umar. So 6-4. Ayan started off with an expensive over. And now he is finishing his spell tonight with another expensive over. Final delivery. And that's hit straight down the ground. A lot of power behind that shot. Will pick up a couple. 17 overs bowled, 129 for the loss of 7 wickets.
Well, this is the betting card for you. Saqib Mahmood couldn't make any runs, got out for 0. Salman made 29, Nadeem 28, Ali Abid could score only 2, and Fayaz Ahmed 0. Nasir Fraz playing on 33, and Omar along with him playing on 15. I think Omar looks very dangerous, and there's a change in the bowling attack as well. Jiju has brought back himself. He has just given 23 runs in his 3 overs earlier on and taken 2 very important wickets. With the quality of the slower one that he bowls, both the wickets were taken on that slower one, and we are going to see plenty of that in this over as well. Jiju will be bowling to Nasir.
Jiju will bowl his final over, and good bumper there from him. Nasir doing well to just duck underneath it. And with that bumper, I think he is immediately called for the helmet.
Yeah, it's good to use helmet. It gives you a lot of confidence. I'm sure that if he had even been wearing the helmet in the last ball, he would have gone for that shot. The reason why he left that ball going, it's because he was not wearing helmet.
I agree with you on that, Nadeem. It just gives you a little more confidence with the pull shot or the hook shot. You know that if you miss it, there is something that is going to stop it. Full toss this time. That has been driven beautifully, but it will go straight to the fielder.
Jiju has got a very good slower one. Even in the last ball, he has almost deceived Nasir. Due to that, only he could only hit over there for just a single. Both the wickets that he has taken earlier on, that was with the slower one.
Hasn't timed it. Was looking to pull it away again. I think very early into the shot. Another slow one from Jiju, very effective.
That's a no ball. It's a free hit. Well, has bowled a good delivery, but bowled a no ball and can be very expensive. TVSL looking to hit those boundaries and sixes. What do you think, Nishant? What will be the next ball? Whether he will be bowling a quick delivery or a slower one?
I think he'll stick to bowling a slow one. Oh, it's a quick bouncer. Wicketkeeper fumbles. They will pick up a single. Now that is bias signalled. (16 of 9 is what Umar is batting on. He'll be on strike. Full outside the off stump, cut away nicely. No fielder there, no protection there, nicely struck.
Well, short delivery on the offside, and Omar, he is in a brilliant form. Hit another boundary. He is playing an important role for his team. Playing on 20, just faced 10 deliveries. He is turning it on for TVSL. And very rare loose delivery coming up from Jiju. He usually bowls that slower one very nicely at a right line and length.
Yes, that was a good shot. Backs away this time, goes straight down the ground and hits it straight to the fielder in the deep. He was looking to clear the fence. Almost did, but I think just came off the toe end of the bat there.
Yeah, couldn't middle it well. Otherwise, the shot was on. It was a juicy half volley, but Omar couldn't middle it well. Went straight in the hand of the fielder standing at long off position. Omar, who was batting beautifully, scored 20. Just faced 11 deliveries. Gone. TVSL lost their 8th wicket, 137 in 17.5 overs.
Sajad Malook is in the middle right now. And too far outside the off stump for him. Slow delivery again. Excellent finish to the spell. Finishes with 3 for 30, 18 bowled, 137 for 8.
Well, watch out, Jiju and Mujahid. They have bowled brilliantly. Both have bowled 4 overs, but they have taken those 3 wickets each, very important wickets. This is one of the reasons that TVSL have just scored 137 so far and have got 2 overs left in their quota, and there is a change in the bowling attack. Irfan has been brought back to bowl from Sharjah Cricket Academy end, and he will be bowling to Nasir.
Now 12 balls to go. Nasir would want to face at least 8 of those 12 balls and try and get to 50. If that happens, then there is a possibility of them getting to 160 here.
They should really go hard because they need 150, considering the batting power that Pacific Group has got. 150 psychologically will be a better mark to defend. Now Irfan, who was able to get some movement, it will be interesting how he bowls in the depth. Short delivery, and he plays a good shot. Long off was up, few bounces across the boundary line. They will get a boundary, important one.
Yes, that is a good strike from Nasir Faraz. He is very good in that area. In fact, he is very good in all the areas, to be very honest.
Better player, Nasir, definitely has got all the shocks in the book. Now, how Irfan is going to react to that aggression of Nasir.
By bowling on the pads, that's picked away brilliantly.
Well, look at that. This was asking for punishment. Closer to him, a half volley, just a bounce over the rope, an important boundary. Good start for the over for TVSL, not that good for Irfan and Pacific Group. Irfan has been put under pressure in this over.
Yes, back-to-back boundaries here. Excellent start to the over. This is exactly what they would have wanted, really. And now that's a short ball, very well bowled.
Well, umpire has given 1 for the over, and Nasir is protesting that it should have been called wide. Umpire is standing at the right position to give the decision.
So Nasir Faraz batting on 42 of 31, 145 for 8. How many more can they get is the big question. Oh, that's a good strike. That is a very good strike from Nasir Faraz. 150 up for TVS.
Well, that was a target that we were looking for, but Nishant, I'll rather say poor bowling coming up from Irfan. That is the shorter boundary, and you're bowling short ball to a batsman who is playing on 40-odd runs. He is not going to spare. It's a gift for him, I'll say. Boundary on the offside is big. You should rather try letting him play those cut shots where maximum he can achieve is just single or twos.
There's some very good shots played. But then the first ball he bowled outside the off stump. He was struck for 4. The next ball he bowled full on the pads, was whipped away. Then he bowled short on the body. Faraz missed the pull. Then he bowled short slightly around off stump and was pulled for 4.
Definitely bowled the first ball on the offside, but that was too short because he provided enough time to batter to swing his bat. So a full length delivery on the offside can be handy. Anyways, two legal deliveries left to this over.
Is going over long on this time, on the full to the fielder. And they pick up a single.
Another length delivery opportunity was definitely there. Nasser is not happy with himself. Did not time the way he wanted. He will take a single. Last legal delivery is remaining to this second last over of the game for TVSL. Sajjad, he is known to hit those big sixes, but he's just facing his second delivery.
He's hit it down the ground. I'm pretty sure Nasser will push for the second there. He would want the strike. Fumble will allow that. Good over this. Ultimately for TVS, 19 bowled, 154 for 8. So Akif, 2 overs, none for 8. Won't be bowling his full quota. But will bowl the final over here. Faraz batting on 49 of 33 deliveries.
Akif was able to move the ball away from the batter in the first spell. Now let's see how he bowls here. And first ball, good one on the body to Nasir. He's running hard for second. Chance for the run out, but throw was wider.
And that's 50 for Nasir Faraz here. Brilliant innings this from him. Can he push this total to 170?
Well, definitely he was a bit slower earlier on, but then recovered a lot better. Got few boundaries and a 6. Especially the last over really helped him a lot to improve his run rate. Now he's playing on 51. He's the danger man. Last 5 legal deliveries remaining. Akif will be bowling to Nasir.
Short ball pulled away. There is a fielder in the deep. They will just get a single. Nasir Faraz gets off strike then.
Well, I must say that Akif is bowling brilliantly here. He knows his fielders. That's a longer part of the boundary, and he's bowling on the body and not providing enough pace as well, bowling those slower bouncers, slower, in fact, short deliveries.
Sajjad Maluk on strike. Short ball. He has flat batted it, swatted it away. On the full to the fielder. Just a single.
Very good first 3 balls coming up from Akif. Look like a very intelligent bowler. He's just bowling those slow short way deliveries on the body where batters can only hit on the leg side, and there are fielders waiting for it on the longer part of the boundary. Deep mid wicket, deep square leg, long on in place. Good delivery, brilliant bowling by Akif. Loved him bowling that particular delivery.
Yes, excellent delivery there. Too far outside the left leg stump. He was backing away to play that shot and did exceedingly well to follow the batsman there and put him under pressure.
Well, Nasir, knowing that, okay, the boundary is quite smaller on the offside, wanted to play over there, but good bowling. No, another short delivery. All what Nasir can do is just to play that shot for another single. Good over coming up from Akif.
Excellent over this. After the 19th over went in favor of them. I think they've done a fine job here with this recovery.
Well, the beauty of modern days cricket is that earlier on we used to see Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunus taking the ball in the last depth overs, bowling those Yorkers. Every ball spot on Yorker, but now bowlers bowl that slower one, the last ball. And this time he plays Apeshli. They are running for 2. And they will get 2. So 2 to end this over. Good over coming up from Akif. He just gave away, I believe, 7 runs in this last over. TVSL has scored 161 for the loss of 8 wickets after their quota of 20 overs. Nasir Faraz, pick of the batsmen, have scored 53 in 37 deliveries. Sajjad could make 5 runs.
Yes, a brilliant way to finish by Akif there. That batting scorecard doesn't look good when the top 5, nobody has really managed to kick on. Duck to duck from 3 batsmen, 29 and 28 from Salman and Nadeem, 53 from Nasir Faraz. And that cameo of 20 of 11 from Umair, helping them to get to 161 for 8. As far as the bowlers were concerned, well, 3 wickets apiece for Jiju and Mujahid. Mujahid definitely the pick of the bowlers there. A wicket each for Ayan and Irfan, but they were expensive. Akif bowled a brilliant final over to keep them below 165, and they finished with 161 for 8. This was the innings first over itself. Saqib got out. And of course, then they never really got going in the power play. Good shots though by Nadeem there. Nadeem tried his best to get some momentum in that game. That was a lovely shot, touching it from outside the off stump, but that was the leg before call. The Jiju got his man there. Caught in the deep. Then Mujahid came in, picked up a couple of wickets in the first over that he bowled. Nasir Faraz joined in. He looked good. That was the wicket of Ali Abid. Then Ubaidullah looking to clear the longer boundary, hold out. Jawad Ghani struggled a bit. Ultimately was dismissed. Some Marashad got a couple of good shots going there before hitting one straight to long off. Third wicket. Nasir Faraz carried on. A brilliant penultimate over helped them go past 160. So 162 is the target for Pacific Group, required of 8.1. We'll dive into a break, and when we come back, we'll have the run chase.
Yes, we are live at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, the league match of the CBFS T20 league between Vision Shipping and Pacific Group. Pacific Group winning the toss, putting Vision Shipping to bat first. Vision Shipping ending up with 161 runs in the 20 overs allotted to them. In the comm box with me is Mr. Nadeem. So, at the start of the innings, we were talking about what a pass score would be, and even at the toss, Nishant was told by the captain of Pacific Group that if we get them under 150, whereas Vision Shipping, they were looking at 170 to 180 runs as the score they would want while batting first. Falling short of 10 runs, is that enough? That's the question.
Yeah, definitely they wanted 170 run mark, but still I think they have done well towards the end of the inning. Even this looked little difficult now. Saqib has started the bowling and he is bowling to the batter. Nicely driven. There is a fielder in place. It will just be a single. So Saqib as well started getting that outswinger going.
So I think this is definitely a pass score if you had to ask my opinion, because chasing anything above 8 runs per over is not that easy, especially with the bowling attack that the Vision Shipping brings with them. That being said, Pacific Group has some great batters. They can bat really deep, and I would say it all depends on how they start the power play with. We saw that with Vision Shipping. They lost a wicket in the very first over. In 4 overs, they were just 19 runs with a loss of 1 wicket, but ended up with 51 runs to their name in just 6 overs.
Uppishly played and gone on the first delivery. Hamdan Tahir. Fayaz taking a clean catch. Pacific Group lost their first wicket. Hamdan Tahir goes without disturbing the scorer.
Yes, it's almost as if like the replay of the first innings. A wicket fell down of the second ball for Vision Shipping, and the same thing has happened to Pacific Group as well. Hamdan Tahir departs really early. You can see that he's quite disappointed. Played that uppish cut, but found the fielder. PCG, not the start they would have wanted. 1 for 1.
Definitely spot on, Azhar. In your analysis earlier on, Vision Shipping lost their first wicket right on the second ball of their inning, and here the same thing happened. The only difference is that there was a very sluggish shot, but this time I think Hamdan Tahir was expecting pace on the ball, and ball came little slow, so that caused him to play that upper shot. Nevertheless, TVSL wanted early breakthrough, and they've got one.
Yeah, I think it would have hit at the toe end of the bat, and as you said, that was a little bit slower than what he would have hoped for. But the important thing is the captain has been sent to come really early in the innings, something that he wouldn't have hoped for, but he's here to face the target. 1 for 1, just 2 deliveries bowled. Mahmood striking early. So, slip in place. They have a deep third man. And a good outswinger there. Driven well. Throw from the fielder. Misses out. But I think Jiju found himself safe regardless. Single to his name and a steady start this for Jiju. So 3 balls bowled, 2 for 1. A lofted shot. Wasim missing out. Must have thought that was in a slot, but missed out on this occasion.
Well, Wasim can be very dangerous. In fact, he is one of the player Vision Shipping would like to get him as early as possible, because if he stays on the crease for another 5 to 6 hours, trust me, things will become very easy for Pacific Group.
Yeah, again, we see some sort of a deja vu that happened in the first innings. We saw Nadeem going for the big shots very early, missed out on a few opportunities. He covered his score, but this time, Wasim playing a little bit more smart. .160 required from the 19.1 overs left from the match. The required run rate is going to keep climbing, Nadeem, and if they are not able to get their power play, or they're not able to utilize the power play as much as they would have planned for, things can get really difficult for them towards the end.
It can be. Vision Shipping has got good bowling options as well under their belt. I mean, they have got two left-arm spinners as well, Muhammad Nadeem and Fayaz Ahmed. And we all know Jawad Ghani, he can be very dangerous. Apart from that, Rohit is one of the bowler to watch out. He's very quick, left-arm fast bowler. I don't think run rate should be an issue for Pacific Group the way they bat. The only thing is that they don't need to lose regular wickets.
Spot on. Just the three fielders on the leg side. They have a sweeper. And he's gone. Wicket number 2 falls. Wasim departs.
Well, very poor shot. Nothing a shot at the end. Wasim must be very disappointed. But what a brilliant first over coming up from TVSL, and that too by their captain. Wasim bowled out, wanted to play on the onside, and this time I think the ball didn't do too much in the air. It kept going straight. Wasim was expecting that outswinger, gone after scoring 1. Very, very important wicket fell for Pacific Group. 2 for 2 after 1 over.
So Rohit, the left arm pacer, comes into the attack. PCG in a little bit of trouble. 2 for 2, 1 over gone.
Huge appeal, but I think it was pitched away from the leg side. And yes, you can't be given leg before. Well, it will be very important, Rohit, how he bowls here. Pressure is on already on Pacific Group.
That's a very interesting appeal as well. I think might have probably had a hint of an inside edge. But a single taken regardless brings Abhay on strike to face his first ball, and that's wide. 5 wides, that is running towards the boundary. Keeper not able to stop it.
Well, he definitely got the swing, but line was really incorrect. 5 very important runs given away to Pacific Group. They lost 2 wickets. Batsmen will really wanted to just play straight, get used to the swing and pace of the wicket. As I was talking, when the pressure is on, you don't need to really try too much. Just ball within the stump. Let the wicket do the talking.
Yes, indeed. He's got a lot of pace here, Rohit. This is chipped and could well find its way to the boundary. Well fielded this by Nasir. Saved at least a couple of runs for his team.
A decent delivery, not that convincingly played by the batter. And thanks for the TVSL. One of their best fielder was patrolling over there, Nasir.
Yes, and the pace and the accuracy. Rohit is definitely a treat to watch as far as bowlers are concerned.
Let me tell you, Azhar, Rohit is usually known bowl that furious bouncers.
Oh, drifting on the leg side. Pace. And finds its way to the boundary. Unlucky for Rohit.
Well, this is not helping TVSL. Rohit needs to get into the line and length as early as possible. They are missing the plot here. The early pressure that was put in place by Saqib in the first over, they have just lost it. 14 runs have come already. 12 runs in this over.
Needs to get into that off-stump line, I feel. He's got that in-swinger. If he manages to execute that. This is lofted and taken. Wicket number 3 falls, and this time it's Abhay.
Well, Abhay is absolutely disappointed. Look at that, beautifully picked up. But he picked the fielder over there, Sajjad, who has got very safe hands, taken a catch. Well, Abhay is very disappointed. But TVSL has got a start which they were dreaming of. Third wicket lost by Pacific Group, and the score is just 14 in second over.
I think that's what Rohit was planning for a while. Nadeem, if you look at it, the two deliveries that went towards the boundary, of course, one was quite wide and the other one just clipping the pads of Abhay. But he was trying to get that line and length and force him to play that shot, and eventually he succeeded.
Well, we can definitely say that usually what we see Rohit, he likes to pitch that short pitch delivery, and I'm expecting when that is coming. But he has got the wicket on the other hand, pitching the ball up, closer to the bat. Lucky for him, the shot which was played went straight in the hand of the fielder over there. Good news for TVSL that Rohit has also taken a wicket, and this will boost his confidence as well. Both the opening bowlers have struck. Pacific Group, not the start they wanted. 14 for the loss of 3 after 1.4 overs.
Ansh Tandon, and look at this field, Nadeem. You have to watch this. They have 1, 2, 3 slips. In fact, that could even be called the 4th slip. Yes, could be the 4th slip. This is some next level. You don't have a single fielder. Yes, you do. In fact, you have just 2 fielders on the leg side. Now, Rohit comes in, fires it in. Well left by Ansh. Just watching the ball as it sails to the keeper.
Well, it's a good captaincy, I will say, from Jawad Ghani, who usually does the role of captaincy on the field, although the Saqib is captain. But to be very frank, they are going for the kill. Pressure is on, and they are trying to get one more wicket, which is a good deploy from Jawad. And he has got a bowler who can deliver, who can bowl as per the fielding. He's getting the swing definitely. Just you need to bowl at the right line and it can be dangerous.
Yes. Again, just watching the ball, Ansh. End of the over. Again, an over filled with drama, start filled with drama for PCG as much as it was for Vision Shipping, with the difference PCG losing 3 wickets in just 2 overs. After the end of 2 overs, the score is 14 for 3. So, Saqib Mahmood, 2 for 2 is going to continue. 2 overs, 14 for 3. Jiju Janardhan, he has a huge responsibility now to carry on the innings for his team.
Captain to captain. And this time on the leg side, wide. Given by the umpire. I think Saqib got too much carried away with that swing. He wanted to literally swing the ball from the leg stump.
Yeah, I didn't get any movement on this occasion. They still have a slip in place, mind you. And just the 2 fielders on the leg side. They've got short mid on and a square leg fielder inside the 30-yard circle. Miss hit and a single taken.
Very good bowling from Saqib. This time he bowls at the right area. Again, the batter was looking for that outswing, but didn't really played that convincingly. Inside edge on the leg side, taken a single. Now the left-handed batter on strike.
Tricky situation this is for PCG, Nadeem. If you look at the score, the position that they are in, they'll need to keep their wickets. They cannot afford to lose another wicket in the power play at least. This is lofted and gone just as we were speaking. Vision Shipping, Saqib Mahmood creates an opportunity. An unwanted shot at this point, if you'd ask me. Wicket number 4 falls and this is disaster. 16 for 4.
Well, Ansh Tandon is gone after. In fact, he has not scored anything, but I'm really surprised with the way he has played that shot. It was closer to him. Drive was on, but he just played a casual drive. And he was checking the pitch. Let me tell you that there is no issue with the pitch. Really a loose shot coming up from Ashton, and he is very disappointed. But TVSL has got a dream start tonight, and especially Saqib. Taken 3 wickets already, and he is just bowling his second over. In 1.2 overs, he has taken 3 wickets.
Well, they are coming and going. It's almost as if they are in a hurry to hit those quicker boundaries. And we were just speaking about containing the innings, something that Vision Shipping has in fact done successfully, if you'd ask me. They did have their lapses, but they managed to get that 160 score, which at one point was looking really far off. Fayaz and Jiju, they have a job in hand.
Well, one of the surprising factor for me tonight, when I didn't see Fayaz coming up as an opener, usually he opens the inning for the team in which he plays. A very decent batsman, likes to play those cut shots, likes to play late. And this time Saqib bowls a wide delivery. Well, if Azhar Fayaz stays for some time in the crease, you will see he plays very late. He has got a lot of time to play those flick shots, late cut shots. And that kind of batsman can be very handy in this kind of situation.
Yeah, no, really good bat speed, if you'd ask me. He has proven for his team. I'm not quite sure why he's coming 4 down, but it's equal to coming in the top order, no doubt. He does have a job at hand, and now we can expect PCG's scoring rate to reduce even further. Saqib Mahmood is on fire. 3 wickets in the 9 deliveries that he's bowled so far.
Brilliant bowling from Saqib Mahmood, captain leading from the front. Struck those early 3 crucial wickets.
Yeah, and I was having a conversation with Nishant a while earlier, and he's coming down the ground. A shout might have gotten the inside edge, which otherwise looked really close. Now, this was really close, Nadeem, I have to say. Of course, he was quite far down the pitch, so there's always an element of doubt for the height factor, but the batsman survives.
That can be the only reason that umpire has not given out. But the way the Saqib is getting the bounce, this was very close, trust me. Had we have that third umpire facility to check the leg before, this could have been very interesting.
Yes, I think that would be a good addition to this tournament. But again, I'm just thinking of the approach here, which is quite strange, Nadeem, if you look at it. The very second ball that Fayaz faced, he wanted to come down the ground and loft a big one, try to take off the pressure very early without gauging Saqib Mahmood's level of accuracy. I think that's a very risky move.
Definitely it's a risky move, but look at the scoreboard. They need 8.4. 8.4 is the required run rate, and they lost 4 wickets. So I think Fayaz was trying to do the counter attack, but he had to be careful. And this time, beautiful shot, nicely controlled, couple of bounces across the line, very warm welcome boundary coming up for PCG.
That's a signature Jiju Janardhan shot, absolutely on point, textbook leg flick, or rather flick on the onside. Much needed boundary, more in control this time compared to the other shots that PCG has played. That's the end of 3 overs. The score's 22 for 4. Yes, and we are back. 3 overs bowled, 22 for 4. Rohit will continue. This time it will be Fayaz on strike. They have a slip, they have a gully, they have point, they have a deep third man. Shot covers, mid-off, a packed offside field. Oh, that was so close. Fayaz expecting an outswinger, but this one absolutely the opposite of it.
Beautiful delivery by Rohit. Surprised Fayaz. Well, he was bowling away swingers, and Fayaz must have noticed sitting in the dugout. But what a delivery to bowl first delivery to a left-handed batter. Now, Fayaz must be thinking what next is coming.
I think the bouncer, he might surprise him. Rohit, no, not on this occasion. One of the definitely the pick of the bowlers for vision shipping. Rohit is an outstanding bowler. In fact, if we had a speedometer, as we call it, or I'm not sure what you call that, that could have easily clocked 130 plus kilometers per hour. The previous one, which was completely missed by Fayaz. Really quick, firing it in.
Definitely Rohit is closer to 140 mark, but he is bowling to Fayaz at this occasion. He trying to bowl that short weight delivery, wide given by the umpire.
I have to start wondering if Rohit might be getting carried away a bit. He had bowled those beautiful outswingers a little early on, in fact, where they had four slips and a third man and a gully and a point. A typical test match field, if you'd ask me, against Ansh, putting pressure on him. I think if he sticks on to that for the majority of his deliveries, you'll find Fayaz getting a little bit bothered.
Rohit to Fayaz, and this time short delivery. It took an edge, but above the fielder, standing at slip position, one bounce, 4.
Just missed the boundary there. A lucky shot for Fayaz. Again, misjudging the pace. And this is something that we saw early on when Nadeem was batting for vision shipping as well. Nadeem. We noticed that it took them forever to get used to the pace. There's a lot of skidding that this pitch has to offer. And once the batsmen get used to that, they'll find themselves a little bit more comfortable. So Rohit needs to probably think of this or try to know that this exists and keep his variations open.
Well, this is what I am expecting from Rohit to do. You are able to swing the ball, you are getting the movement, pitch the ball up, make use of those wicket keeper and slip fielders in place. You can even afford to bring one more fielder in the slip position because your team is on top. Why you want to go and try those short pitch delivery consistently to a new batter? Earlier on, we see that batter struggles to move around their feet. So that can be the better option when you are getting the swing.
I think they have the fielder. This might be short. Oh, that's it's an attempt. The question is being asked. Umpire asking the fielders for time to check with the leg umpire. Did this carry? That'll be the question. Might even go to the third umpire. And this is going to be really crucial because Jiju is going to be the one under pressure of losing a wicket.
Well, I think the few words are also exchanged between the players over there. Well, I think that the question will be asked to the third umpire whether the ball carried or not. I don't think there is a question whether the ball hit the bat. It definitely hit the bat. Well, we really can't say anything other from this angle.
Yeah, and it's not easy. Even the keeper will not be able to gauge, but on this occasion, the third umpire decides that the batsman will get the benefit of the doubt. Very lucky for Jiju, I must say. Well kept by the keeper. Not an easy catch to take, especially when it's drifting on the leg side. He does have that iota of that blind spot with the batsman blocking. Well done, really well done by Umar Arshad on that occasion. Good stop. Pressure is now on Jiju.
He has definitely taken well, but even if had I been the third umpire, Azhar, even I was also not convinced. So a good decision coming up from the third umpire.
Here's the short one. There's a fielder there. Misfield and boundary.
These are important runs coming up. Short pitch delivery, nicely played by the batter Jiju over there. And it was traveling. Sajad could not manage to stop the ball. Conceded a boundary. PCG getting some runs. 32 for the loss of 4 after 4 overs.
So Saqib Mahmood continues 3-4-9. Accurate, so accurate he is. Wicket to wicket, great length, not easy to put away. And mind you, I think his approach here is quite smart because they do have cover. They have the deep mid wicket and the long on in position. Is a perfect field setup for that kind of a delivery. Saqib trying to tempt Fayaz.
Well, I have to put some comments, Azhar, on the way these two bowlers are bowling. Saqib, who bowls around 120 kilometer per hour maybe, or maybe even less to that. Whereas on the other side, Rohit, who is definitely bowling 130 or above 130, and this time width offer and nicely played by Fayaz. As I was saying Azhar earlier on, that he is very strong to play those late cut shots, and he has got a boundary.
Yes, and the placement is on point. There's a big gap there. There's no short third man. Almost, the fielder was almost at gully. There was no chance for the fielder to stop that. Well placed this by Fayaz, and he's starting to get his groove on.
Well, the point which I was making, that you know, the youngster, the one who are watching this live, you see the difference between these two bowlers. Saqib has not got that pace, but he is bowling at the right length and the right line. That's why he has taken 3 wickets. Whereas on the other side, Rohit, who looks more talented at this point of time, considering that he is young, he is getting pace, but the line in which and the length in which he is bowling, that really not helping him out. Saqib has given just 13 runs, where the rest of the bulk of the scoring is done on Rohit's bowling, and he is believing his short pitch delivery more than the swing and the delivery that really can trouble the batter. And this time he plays in the gap. 2 is the call. It will be 2 runs. So I was talking about that, okay, the length and the line is very important when you are bowling with the new ball and the ball is swinging. You are simply wasting your deliveries if you keep bowling short pitch deliveries.
Spot on. And we can see Saqib Mahmood also losing a little bit of momentum. The ball not moving as much, but the plan is not too bad with the gully fielder. He's waiting for Fayaz to play the uppercut. This one driven towards onside will just be the one. So he's waiting for Fayaz to play that uppercut, create chance for the gully fielder or the point or even the slip fielder to get a catch. But Fayaz, being the smart one, he's cutting it, he's playing it on the ground, not lifting his bat too high, and 2 valuable boundaries found so far.
Yeah, definitely. Fayaz is a very good player. Usually comes as an opener, and tonight he was sent at number 6. This time beautifully driven, extra cover, 4 runs. Nice shot coming up from Jiju.
Yeah, you bowl full and you bowl outside the off stump to Jiju. That is like a free pass for him. He's definitely going to put it away. And he does. That brings the score to 43 at the end of 5 overs with 4 wickets down. Bowling change, Ghani comes into the attack. Doppelganger of Moeen Ali. He did not do well with the bat, missed out, but he's come to bowl. A very fierce bowler indeed, can turn the ball a long way. We have to see if he can create a breakthrough, because another wicket for PCG right now, and they'll start succumbing to the pressure. The run rate has been good so far, Nadeem. It's 8.6, but they still have lost 4 wickets, so that'll always be there at the back of their head, and they have to create a partnership for another 5 overs minimum. Try not to lose a wicket, and they have a good chance here.
Definitely, run rate is not an issue, but this will make an issue if Jawad balls those short deliveries on the offside. Fiaz is a speed player, and cut shot is something, his trademark shot. He's not going to spare that.
Short and wide, asking to be punished at the power play especially. And the scoring rate of PCG now going very strong. And just start to wonder about the approach of the innings. We saw a similar thing happening to Vision Shipping when they were batting. They lost early wickets, their run rate was low, but from the 3rd or the 4th over they started accelerating, making use of the power play like this, and he keeps finding gaps like these. This will be put away. This is rather poor bowling from Ghani.
Definitely. Well, Azhar, I know Fiaz. If you bowl 10 deliveries over there, he will hit you minimum 9 boundaries out of 10, and he will find gaps as well. He is so strong to both care of the wicket, either it is leg side or offside, because he plays so late. He has a little extra buffer of time under his belt, and he plays it very nice. Look at that.
Yeah, I always felt he had the DNA of both Ganguly and Saeed Anwar. They can dissect the offside field, even if there were all the 12 fielders or all the 10 fielders on the offside, they'll still manage to find gap there. And with that, you can see they have short third man gully and point in place.
Well, Jawad looked off color in the batting, and he has not started well with the ball. Usually he's a very safe player, a very key player, and this time bowls a full toss, again driven away for another boundary. Expensive over coming up from Jawad, not good sign for TVSL.
Yeah, I cannot fathom how he can do that. We were just talking about some sort of a field setup where even if there were 9 fielders on the offside, he'll still be able to do it, and he just proved us right by doing just that. 5 fielders on the offside, and he manages to pull it through. This time, trying to get a bit cheeky.
Well, the shot was on, definitely, because the fielder standing over there at short third man position is a bit wider. Jiju is doing well, going and talking to Fiaz. We have got 3 boundaries in this over, so you don't need to play those risky shots.
Yeah, and the heat is on indeed between the two teams. Aggressiveness in all aspects. This is pulled. Will only get a single. Both teams want to win. Both teams very competitive. Both teams know how to get back in the game, and PCG has just done that quite rightly. 56 runs comes from the power play. If you look at the highlights, the wicket of the very second ball of the match, and another one clean bowled. Saqib on fire. This one falling into prey. Again, Saqib. A lot of top edges there. This one played rather beautifully. Fayaz lucky on that occasion, but ever since then they've got their placement right on point. Both you and Fayaz textbook cricketing shots, putting away anything short and wide, even with a packed offside field, finding boundaries, accelerating the score and reaching to this figure of 56 for 4 from the 6 overs allotted.
Seems like Sakib wants to complete his quota of overs, and it's a good deploy rather, because he is able to get the swing and he has not got that pace which will really allow him to bowl in those death overs. Has given away just 20 runs, in fact 21 runs with this single in 3.1 overs, and taken 3 important wickets. But on the other side, nobody is really supporting him the way he has bowled himself.
Yes, the captain deciding to finish him off his spell, and rightly so. He's taken 3 wickets, and apart from the last over being slightly expensive, he's also contained the batsman. This is lofted. Will it find the fielder? Yes, it does. Beautiful catch taken there by Nasir. Jiju falls into prey by another trap set by Sakib.
Well, beautiful catch taken by Nasir, one of the quick fielder playing for TVSL. Jiju was playing better, gone after scoring 14 on 9 deliveries, and few words as well exchanged between him and his opponent number in TVSL, Sakib. Heat is on, Azhar.
Heat is on very much, but momentum shifting now to vision shipping at the fall of that wicket. The score after 6.2 overs is 57 for 5. So Fahad comes into bat for PCG, 5 down, 5 wickets down. Sakib Mahmood on fire, 4 wickets to his name. And I think Nadeem, he's going to look for a fifer. A very golden opportunity for him, especially with a new batsman in place, pressure's on.
Definitely he will be looking for that, but good smart bowling from Sakib. And he has beaten the batter. Appeal for the leg, caught behind. A loud appeal, denied by the umpire.
Yeah. It looked a little bit, I mean, we can never figure that out from the commentary box, but you can always gauge when the batsman looks behind. There's always a chance that he might have nicked it, but very lucky, I would say, because the fielders, they were really confident. Sakib may have just missed his fiver.
Well, Sakib is suggesting the umpire to go for to check with the third umpire. We really can't judge from here in the comment box what exactly has happened. We can't really say, but it was a close. It was a close call, I will say, because there was a chance at inside edge. It can happen, it cannot, but good delivery.
This is well struck. In the gap, finds the boundary. Fahad coming back strong and dispatching that quite beautifully.
Nicely driven. It was up over pitch, and well, the good thing with some of the batters which we have seen so far, that they have the intent. Definitely they want to win the game.
Oh, this is beautifully driven as well, but will find the fielder. Just a single this time.
Looks a better batsman, Fahad. He's definitely putting his front foot forward and playing some nice those drives. Well, in T20 you can't really predict. Still they are playing with the 9.1 is their run rate. The required run rate is 7.6. The only issue that they have lost 5 wickets, but if these two stay for another 5 to 6 overs, we'll have a match in hand.
Yes, indeed, and they are definitely capable. Fayaz playing in his typical style. Like you said, a late cut shot, and that's something that he's been doing on most occasions. Saqib Mahmood completes his spell with a complaint to the umpire on why that was not given, caught behind. That's the end of 7 overs. The score is 63 for 5. So that's 7 overs, a bowling change. Fayaz Ahmed, the left-arm orthodox, will continue proceedings for vision shipping. And in the comm box, a change of voice. Nishant is back.
Thank you very much, Azza. It's been a very good power play, very good first 7 overs. And of course, Saqib running amok, picking up those wickets up front. And then Jiju and Fayaz getting together in a very breezy partnership. With the wicket of Jiju, things have again moved slightly in favor of vision shipping. They're coming back for the second there. Good running.
Yeah, if we could map the progress of the match from the very first ball, it would look something like an ECG. You've seen instances where a team goes down and they come back so well. The vision shipping did the same, and so did Pacific Group after the loss of their 4th wicket. This is lofted, finds the gap. Fahad is on a mission.
Yes, the key there was the placement. It was placed brilliantly there. And he gets 4 runs.
I mean, I just love how both these teams always find momentum after a wicket goes. Usually, on many occasions, you would see many of the teams, they just knock the ball around, try to save their wicket, but brave batsmen, and this is a big one. Could this find the fielder? No, it doesn't. Crosses the boundary, 6 runs.
So boundary, and then he picks up a 6. 9.91 is the current rate. They're really keen on maintaining the run rate.
Yes, and rightly so. If they are able to find the ball in the slot where they can play and make use, take advantage of the bad balls bowled at them, I think they're on the right track.
And this time he looks to go over long off, hasn't timed it, and it lands safe.
Oh, the throw missed out. That is an overthrow, finds the boundary. It's all happening here.
So 6 runs off this ball as well.
I mean, I don't get it, Nishant. I think the ball was directed at the keeper. Was it too far from him? That's the question. Not really. Not really. He should have stopped that.
I think he's lost the ball in those sheets that are covering the pitches.
Well spotted and well said, Nishant. That could exactly be the reason, because that's quite extraordinary. The game is all over the place. 8 overs gone, 82 for 5. Bowling change, Sajjad will continue for vision shipping, which is quite surprising because I thought Ghani might be able to bring the rhythm back after the way he bowled the first over. Captain trying everything here. Spin has been put off quite fiercely by Pacific Group. Sajjad with his medium pace. Slices it on the offside. This could be another chance of a run out. The throw not good enough.
That was just through the fielder there. And they pick up a couple of runs.
It has been, in many occasions at the pace of this match, we've noticed that both teams have tried to rush things, which is not that common compared to some of the other matches of the CBFS League. We've seen some slow ones, we've seen some quick ones. This is, I would say, one of the most on top, because even with wickets falling regularly, both teams finding momentum throughout the innings. And we were talking about what Vision Shipping would have wanted at the beginning, that when they were batting first, what's the target score? Would 170, 175 have been enough, Nishant? That's the question.
Maybe yes. They'll pick up a single there.
Well, it's clear that both teams can bat deep. 5 down, and the batsmen at this stance are playing far better than the openers that came in.
Yes, look at Fahad. He's batting on 22 of 9. It's as if he's batting in the power play. Pushed straight to the fielder at long off.
And I love the maturity of Fayaz. He knows how to pace his innings. He's definitely one of the most experienced players for Pacific Group. Can be a great mentor. And the way Fahad is going, and he's doing brilliantly, just have to keep his nerves, keep his calm down, just put away the bad balls, not all of them. This is edged and will run towards the third man for a boundary.
Well, this is really fantastic batting here. They've somehow managed to keep the runs coming in some way or the other. Fahad now moves on to 26 of 10, and you're talking about Fayaz. Let me tell you, he played for 11 A's in the Bukhatir League. Opened the innings for them and was absolutely fantastic at the top. Him and Usman Khan produced some very good knocks. They in fact produced a 249-run partnership as well.
That's just simply brilliant, simply outstanding. I think this was a purposeful tactic from Jiju to keep these two batsmen a little down the order. He is one of the most smartest captains, no doubt. And I think that gamble has paid off quite well, at least so far as we see it. 9 overs have been bowled. The run rate at 10.22. The score is 92 for 5. Fayaz Ahmed will continue. 9 overs, 92 for 5.
First over went for 17 and hasn't timed it. This could be a breakthrough. It isn't. Put down.
Oh dear, has he dropped the match here? Fahad looking extremely comfortable. Should have been taken. Not the easiest of catches. He had to cover some ground there. But Fayaz looks like he's having one of the worst days, because this is not the first time. We did see an overthrow happening from the last over that he bowled. 6 runs were given for that ball. And this time, a wicket opportunity missed out.
(32 of 23). Fayaz to Fayaz. Fayaz Ahmed to Fayaz Ahmed. Left-hand batting all-rounder Fayaz Ahmed to left-hand batting all-rounder Fayaz Ahmed.
Yes, except that the bowler, Fayaz Ahmed, also missed out when he batted. The very second ball that he faced fell prey to Mujahid. And a quick single taken. You got a feel for him, honestly, Nishant, because the first over that he bowled did not exactly pan out the way he wanted it, and then a missed opportunity. With a beautiful shot like this, but Nasser quick on his feet, converting that to just a single. Well fielded there.
Yes, the start that they've given themselves in terms of the run rate, one has to feel that they have the liberty of just playing out a little bit. That's again nicely cut away, straight to the fielder. Another single taken. I'm a little surprised that Nasser Faraz has not bowled yet.
Yes, indeed. And I have to say, this is slipping away from Vision Shipping. If they do not break the partnership here, they definitely do have a problem. This one, Fayaz missing out the signature cut shot that he usually plays beautifully. 10 overs have been bowled, 97 for 5. Ten overs have been bowled, 97 for 5. Bowling change, Nadeem comes in. They're going to try the spin option now from the Bukhatir end. Wide given. We were just speaking about this, Nishant. As you rightly said, this is definitely the last recognized batting pair for PCG. They have to set stage here, and I have the feeling if they continue, if these two continue for another 4 overs, they will rake in at least 30 to 35 runs. And Vision will be in trouble.
Well, the only thing that is in favor of the bowling side right now is that they have 5 wickets. The big factor is the run rate required. Just over a run a ball. And I think that's where Pacific are having their feet ahead.
Fayaz missing out on that signature cut shot that he beautifully plays usually so well. This time found the fielder. This is a big shot. Could this be out? No, it's out of the stadium. 6 runs.
You got it right. It was out. But out of the stadium. Nicely picked up there. Fayaz is a dangerous man. And that's 100 up for Pacific Group here.
And in good time, if you want to learn what temperament is, go have a chat with Fayaz. He knows how to pace the innings. He knows which bowler to go after. He knows which ball to go after. He plays his shots so elegantly and times the ball so elegantly. Placement almost always on point. And a great anchor that he's being for Pacific Group. This might just be the man that will take them to victory. .57 required from 56 balls. The required run rate just over 6 runs per over. Fairly reachable for Pacific Group at this point, who was struggling at one point about 2, 3, I would say 4 overs back. And he seems to be enjoying himself. 40 of 30. Decent strike rate with Fahad supporting him so well.
That's nicely cut away. Lovely shot again, but straight to the fielder. Just a single. Yes, Fahad, he's playing the support role. Or is it Fayaz who is playing the support role here?
Yeah, that's an interesting debate. End of over number 11. The score's 106 for 5. Nadeem will continue. Oh, almost chipped back to the bowler. On another day, that might have just been a cotton bolt, but Fayaz lucky on that occasion, and that turned quite well.
.41 of 33. Fahad 31 of 15. One more wicket is what Vision Shipping will be telling themselves here.
And Fayaz has the ability to mix it up a little bit. Good line, absolutely amazing line. Cramping Fayaz, who loves to get room for himself again. We saw that once more. This one somehow found the gap and will be 2 runs additional.
And Fayaz not very happy there. He didn't think they should have picked up 2.
There was no pace off the ball once Fayaz played with that fielder deep in the circle. That might have been difficult to stop the two. This time, this one does not turn as much. Will not find the boundary. Will get two instead. And I must say, this is a really, really good contest. Hasn't been the luckiest today, Fayaz Ahmed. Catch drop, which could have cost them the match. The overthrow, 6 runs gone. This one edged as well. But finishes well and finishes really well. That is the end of over number 12. The score is 108 for 5. $110 for 5, 12 overs bowled, and I was just speaking to Nishant on why Rohit has not been given another opportunity. He could be the one here that can bring the breakthrough, and a much needed breakthrough that Vision Shipping needs at this point, because the way these two are going about, they seem to be quite set.
$110 for the loss of 5 wickets here. Fahad, 31 of 15 deliveries. Rohit into his third.
It's a beautiful partnership, mind you. They were 57 for 5 at one point, and that was not too far away. And these two have in fact accelerated the scoring rate. Partnership of 53 so far, with a run rate of 9.2. The required run rate of just a little over 6. 6.5 runs required per over, which is quite easily manageable if these two stick around for a while.
The rate is not at all a problem.
This definitely can pitch it in quick. Rohit may not get the same movement as he got with the new ball, but he is definitely a quick bowler.
Lovely shot. What timing there. Just went straight to the fielder, so that is going to be only a single.
Yeah, beautifully timed, missing out on the placement. If it was even a few degrees different, he would have well found his way to the boundary. Mid-off inside the 30-yard circle. Interesting field setup this. We've got 5 people inside the circle for Fayaz. This is edged. Finds the gap regardless. Will not find the boundary though. 2 runs.
Yes, excellent delivery that. He just got a little in trouble with the placement.
He's beaten for pace. That's what Rohit can do. Lucky for Fayaz that the pace allowed the ball to beat that fielder at gully.
That's nicely pulled. Lovely shot. And that's probably gone the distance. Yes, it has.
Fayaz reaches to 50 in style. 2 short. And he will put all these away any given time. There is cover there. Deep square leg. Fine leg is there as well. This one is just edged. Might find the fielder. Yes, it does. A single taken. And Fahad, who's been out of strike for quite some time, will get to face a couple of deliveries of Rohit's.
Now the required run rate is less than a run a ball.
Yes, very much in reach of PCG, who has shown absolute brilliance even after the 5th wicket, and that's another dot ball, but they won't mind that. 5 quick wickets, and it has been absolute class from Fayaz and Fahad.
Final delivery of the over coming up. Fahad on strike. 32 of 17. Back of a length this time. Fended away for a single. 13 overs bowled. It's 120 for 5. So Fayaz into his last over here. Single taken, a very quick one there. That will bring Fayaz on strike. 40 needed of 41. This is turning out to be a very comfortable run chase despite the brilliant performance from Saqib up front. Shuffling across and tucking it away. Now they know they don't have to do anything silly, just keep tapping and running. On that note, let's welcome Nadeem back in the comm box. Well, trouble for Vision Shipping continues.
Thank you, Nishan. Definitely, but thanks to these two batters, especially Fayaz. When he came, there were 4 wickets down, and look at that. Very good delivery, beaten the batter Fahad. Look at the scorecard of Fahad. He has scored 34 and just faced 20 deliveries. I think so far he has played a match-winning inning for his team, and look at that straight shot and straight as an arrow, and he will earn a boundary. He is making it easy for his team.
Yes, that was a good shot. That was a good looking shot indeed. Fahad hitting it well. 38 of 21 is what he's batting on. That's nicely cut away. Straight to the fielder. They pick up a single.
And they will steal another one. Well, Vision Shipping not doing well enough in the field. Usually Omar does the keeping very well, but tonight he is a little bit off color, and this time it is driven away straight to the long off for another single. 32 needed on 36 deliveries. PCG 130 for the loss of 5 after 14 overs. Well, this is the bowling card for you. Sake bowled 4 overs, taken 4 wickets, gave away 27 runs. Rohit 3 overs, 28, 1 wicket. Jawad Ghani 1 over 13, very expensive. Fiaz Ahmed 4 overs, 35 runs, no wickets. Sajjad Malook 1 over 10 runs, no wicket. Nadeem 1 over 9 runs and has not taken a wicket. Well, 130 for the loss of 5 after 14. PCG at a very comfortable position. They got 5 wickets in hand and they just need 32 and 36 deliveries. 5.3 is the required run rate. Rohit will be bowling to Fahad. Beautiful shot, but well fielded over there by Salman. It will just be a single.
Well, to be very honest, I've been a little surprised they didn't use Nasir Faraz at all.
Exactly, Nasir usually bowls very good overs in between, and he has got a lot of success as well in Bukhatar League. In fact, he was one of the pick of the bowler. He was the most wicket-taking bowler for Vision Shipping.
And he's been in form today with the bat, so sometimes you want to try out somebody who has done well in one department, try that person out in the other department. Always works out.
Rohit. Jawad Ghani checking the ball. No, then they need wickets. That's very simple. They need a couple of quick wickets if Vision Shipping wants to create some kind of drama over here, some kind of opportunity for them, and especially the man facing Fayaz. And look at that. He has got a lot of time. Plays those shots so easily and elegantly. Look at that. Seems like as he is playing on the rooftop of his home.
He's been very comfortable. That is the one thing that we've seen about, and he's been so calm. Wickets falling around him. He has not seemed to have any problem whatsoever. Very well bowled. Rohit, I've heard a lot of praise from people about him.
You got to attack. You need wickets. You have to do that. You need to test out your best delivery. And Rohit, known to have that passy short pitch delivery. Well, if you want to take wickets, you need to try those. And this time he plays on the leg side. 2 is the call, but they will settle for 1. Good aggressions coming up from Rohit. After really bowling such kind of delivery, you are running almost like 15 meters and then taking up that ball, not allowing the batter. Good commitment shown by Rohit.
Final delivery of Rohit's spell. .56 of 43 is what Fayaz is batting on. Has been brilliant. That's a lovely shot. Just easing it into the offside. Comfortable single. And that will be the end of the over. 15 bowled, 134 for 5.
Nadeem is brought back into the attack. A quick single taken. Good running between the wicket by these two. These two have definitely played a handy role tonight. PCG was on the back foot when these two came. Fayaz was cool and calm under pressure, and look at that Fahad. 43 on 26. With this single, he will move on to 44.
So Fahad too approaching his 50 has been a brilliant 50 for him too. And I think he's the one who actually took the pressure off this man, and what a shot that is. Very nicely done there.
Beautiful shot, Nishant. I must say, international level shot. I mean, look at that. He has created room, in fact. It was within the stump, but he played so better this cut shot that he hardly misses that. And this time he goes straight for a maximum.
So now Fayaz is looking to finish things off in a hurry here. What a cracking shot that is. Straight and brilliantly struck.
Well, Fayaz just do not have some stroke under his belt, but look at the game awareness. He knew Nadeem has bowled a short delivery. He will bowl up. So he took some steps and hit straight for a maximum. Good smart batting by Fayaz.
Well, that's what he has done. Batted smartly. Final delivery. Fayaz. In fact, Fahad. Will he pick up a single? Retain the strike or try to get to a 50 in this over itself? Oh, big shout! Umpire not interested, going down the leg side, it seems.
Yeah. Yes, it was drifting down the leg side. Umpire judged it not out. 16 overs completed. PCG 147 for the loss of 5. They need 15 on 24 balls.
Fayaz on strike, then Ghani back in the attack. Short ball, he has pulled it away. That's gone the distance. Come on, Fayaz, give it to Fahad.
Well, I don't think they are thinking about their personal milestones. This was short and it deserved a hit, which Fayaz has provided it. Really, Jawad Ghani is off color tonight. Could not bat well, and he has been hammered when he came to bat. And this time, chance for the fielder, and Fayaz has thrown his wicket away. Ali Abid has taken a safe catch, and Fayaz Ahmed, after batting that brilliant inning, has got caught in the deep on the bowling of Jawad Ghani. He has scored 75, has 50 deliveries, 4 sixes and 6 boundaries with the strike rate of 150. PCG lost their 6th wicket on 153 in 16.2. But the good news for them is that they just need 9 on 22 balls with 4 wickets in hand.
Ayan Khan, short ball, pulled away. Has he got it into the gap? Yes, he has, but there is a fielder who will cut it off. They'll pick up 2. 7 more needed to win then.
Well, we see different game plan when Pacific bowlers are bowling. And this time upishly played, but it will fall in no man's land area. Another single. 6 needed on 20 deliveries. 4 wickets in hand. Fahad just needs 6 runs to complete his brilliant 50. A match-winning inning for me in this game. He needs 6 runs to complete his 50-run mark. Playing on 44, has faced 28 deliveries. Good Yorker length delivery, Jawad, where you have been before. This is something was required.
Yes, just 1 shot away from victory, 1 shot away from 50. Last ball of the over from Ghani as well. Can they do the job? Shortish delivery is looked to go for the hook there. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. They're coming back for 2. It's off the bat. So 17 overs bowled, 158 for 6.
So 4 runs required in 18 deliveries. PCG very much comfortably sitting over there to win this game. They need 4 runs in 18 deliveries. Sajjad Malook will be bowling to Ayan. Slow delivery. Defensively played, a dot delivery. Interestingly, Fahad needs just 4 runs to complete his 50-run mark, but it's Ayan who is facing.
Yes, I think his intention will be to pick up a single here maybe. He's playing with soft hands. He's trying to do that.
Or maybe setting himself for a glory shot.
Oh, he goes for it this time. No timing on that one of the toe end. Straight to the fielder. That's another dot ball.
Fahad is giving some advice to Ayan, and advice must be to take a single, brother, and give it to me.
Three more to go in this over. Short ball, he's looked to go for the big shot. Hasn't timed it, and the catch is taken.
Well, what a catch taken by Ubaidullah. It's not easy to run back and catch that. And I don't know what was the advice, but Ayan really just thrown away his wicket unnecessarily. It was really not required. ECG has lost their 7th wicket in 17.4 overs. They still need 4 on 14 deliveries.
Ayan departs for 3 of 6.
Well, Irfan has come and joined Fahad to finish the job which was set up by Fahad and Fayaz. They need 4 runs and 14 deliveries. Sajjad will be bowling to Irfan.
Right up there, appeal for a leg before, umpire not interested. They scamper through for a single. Leg by as it is. Or is it? We'll have to wait for the umpire signal there. Well, no signal from the umpire.
Interesting. Anyways, 3 needed, whereas Fahad need 4 to complete his 50. And last ball of this over. Sajjad to Fahad.
Short ball has been slapped away. Straight to the fielder, just a single. 2 more needed in 2 overs. It's 160 for 7 after 18. Fahad on strike. Down the leg side. That'll be a wide.
So both Fahad and we have to wait. Fahad needs 3 and his team needs just 1 run to win this game. Jawad to Fahad. 1 run needed. Short delivery. Played uppishly. And another one goes. Well, another good catch taken by Ubaidullah. So still, along with the PCG, we have to wait, and it's still 1 run needed. With 2 wickets in hand, Nishant, it can become a massacre for PCG.
Well, I wonder what they are trying to do here. There's another wicket going out, down. He departs for 47 of 32.
Well, PCG still need 1, and they have 2 wickets in hand in 11 deliveries. Nishant, if another wicket falls down here, then what we usually call at this stage, a cat will be set among the pigeons.
Well, yes, Jawad Ghani, we have been talking about how it hasn't been a great day for him. Suddenly becomes very important. 1 run needed then. And Mujahid goes for the big shot. And off the outside half, the ball flies away to the fence for 4. And that's all over. Well, it took just one delivery from him, sliced that one over third man for a boundary. And whatever little hope the fans of the Vision Shipping had, they've certainly been vanquished now as Pacific Group win this game by 2 wickets. Well, it was a disastrous start from them. If you look at the top 5, they got just 17 runs together. Then that partnership between Fayaz and Fahad, that was the one that really did the job for them. Fayaz got out, Fahad stayed on, but by the time Fahaz got out, they had already brought down the runs required to a very minimal thing. And ultimately, they won the game by 2 wickets with 10 balls to spare. Well, the bowling was dominated by Saqib Mahmood, the 4 for 27 in his 4 overs. The 2 wickets for Ghani, but he was very expensive, a wicket apiece for Sajjad and Rohit. And of course, the problem they faced was that nobody really supported Mahmood in his brilliant bowling spell. That is how the game panned out. Pacific Group won the toss, elected to bowl, and today their decision turned out to be good, as the Vision Shipping could only manage 161 for the loss of 8 wickets. And that too thanks to a brilliant knock by Nasser Faraz. Mujahid, the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 19. Jiju chipped in with 3 as well. And in reply, Pacific Group, well, they had an early scare, but they overcame that thanks to Fayaz and Fahad, and picked up a brilliant win by 2 wickets. So that's the match coming up tomorrow. Karwan taking on Sri Lions, and it is going to be another crucial game in this particular tournament, as the Sri Lions would want to win it. But of course, they have their job cut out. Doesn't really matter much. Karwan would want to really finish on a high as well, but they have another match to go after this. Well, that's about it for tonight. We'll come back tomorrow with all the action from that game. For now, we'll dive into a break, and when we come back, we'll have Azhar with the post-match presentation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the CBFS T20 League match between Pacific Group and Vision Shipping. This is match number 26, and before we start with the awards of the night, I would like to thank our sponsor, title sponsor SkyExchange.net, powered by sponsor and official streaming partner FanCode, event partner TCM, toss partner Arba Sports Services, associate sponsor OurSouk.com, support sponsor Toyom Sports Limited, and merchandise partner 7 Districts. Commencing ahead, we would be moving on to the awards of the night. The award will be presented by Mr. Tehsir Javed, designation match referee for this match. And before the player of the match, we will also be awarding the CBFS Purple Cap to the leading wicket taker of the tournament, and it goes to Mr. Mujahid Amin for his tally of 12 wickets, beating Wickham. Thank you, Mujahid. Our Souk player of the match goes to Fayaz Ahmed from Pacific Group for his brilliant 75 of 50 balls. Fayaz will be receiving a gift hamper from OurSouk.com, and also he will be receiving a 20% discount voucher on all products purchased from OurSouk.com. Fayaz, come on in. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So at the start of the match, your captain said that we would want to restrict them under, let's say, 150 runs, but they scored 161. Were you happy with the way you bowled?
नहीं, अगर देखा जाए तो हमारा इरादा यही था कि हम उनको 140 150 से नीचे आउट करें, लेकिन आखिर में जो है तो तकरीबन 15-20 रन हमने ज़्यादा करवा दिए. जैसा विकेट है तो ये रन 160 थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा हो गया था.
All right, when you come into bat first at 161 chasing, you lost a few early wickets. What was it like at the dressing room?
नहीं, मुझे यही कहा गया था कि विकेट पे स्टे करना है, और यहाँ शारजा का ये है कि आप विकेट पे स्टे करोगे, पूरे ओवर खेलोगे तो चेस हो जाता है.
All right, and the required run rate, you kept it at bay along with your partner. How did you manage to do that? Some brilliant shots. You did not take too many risks. Was that the plan from the very beginning?
नहीं, हमारा प्लान यही था कि हम 5-6 लेके चलेंगे, और एक आधा ओवर आपको पता है अच्छा लग ही जाता है, तो यही इसी प्लान से जो है तो हम खेल रहे थे. 5-6 करके फिर एक आधे ओवर में 10-15 करेंगे तो गेम हमारे हाथ में आ जाएगी.
You're at the top of the tournament with Mujahid Amin getting the purple cap tonight as well. How is the morale of the team, and what are you looking forward to next?
नहीं, अगर हम आप हमारे शुरू मैचों से भी देखें तो हमारी टीम का मोराल जो है तो वो बुलंद ही रहा है, बहुत अच्छा रहा है, कॉन्फिडेंट टीम है, इंशाल्लाह अच्छी टीम है, और इंशाल्लाह टेबल टॉप भी करेंगे.
Thank you so much, and good luck for your future matches. Thank you. So that is it. Thank you for joining us tonight. Before we sign off, a reminder on tomorrow's upcoming clash between Karwan CC and the competitive Sri Lions. Thank you for joining in. Good night.